All right, so I don't know if everybody's seen this done before, cutting open an oil filter and looking to see what's inside of it, but we're going to do it today. We're going to cut this oil filter open. This should be a short video. This was a break-in process on a 360 engine, and we're going to cut the oil filter open. We're going to pull it out, and we're going to look at it, and we're going to see what the break-in process looked like. Hang in there.
I'd say it's a nut job.
All right, so first off, it's normal to see some glittery stuff in an oil filter. It is perfectly normal to see a little bit. What you don't want to see is where it looks like a stripper took a shower in it. Now, we use a tool like this. Think of it as a giant can opener. Goes over the oil filter, and you just tighten it up and work your way around. Now, some people will try to cut through these in, one whack or two. I take my time with it because, those metal shavings are going somewhere too. So that's why I don't worry about a little bit of glitter in it. As long as it don't look like a stripper took a shower, like I said, we'll be okay. Oops. All right. Lay the tool aside. Pop the top off. That's a good time to see what an oil filter actually consists of too. But what we're after is this bad boy right here. I'm gonna drain some of the oil off of it. I'm gonna look at this oil too. I have a bucket under me, by the way. That looks pretty clean. All right. Now, let's see what this looks like. And the first thing we'll do is open up a couple pleats and just take a look. And see if we see anything in there. See if I can get you right here. Hopefully we can zoom in, you can see that. That thing is pretty doggone clean. We don't really see anything in here. Let's pop this apart and we'll pull the element out and take a look at it then and see what we see. Right now, I don't see anything at all that is remotely concerning. Out right here. Look at this thing. She is clean, boys and girls. I expect to see some glitter in one when you first build an engine, just cause parts mating together. But honestly, this one is pretty doggone spotless. Look at this. She is pretty doggone spotless. Not a drop of metal anywhere. I also learned something else just then that I probably should have known to start with. Hang in there. So, I've always been told that those MicroGuard oil filters that O'Reilly sells is made by Wicks. They are the same filter, just boxed under a different name. I've been told that for years. Stubbornly, I still always use a Wicks filter. I like them, I believe in them, I've never had an issue with them. Cutting that filter open, I don't know if you've seen it or you noticed it, but I noticed something. First was the feel. But when I cut it open and started pulling that element apart, that's not the same. It is not the same as a Wicks filter. It's absolutely not. I wish I had something here that had an old Wix filter on it. Ooh, I've got a used Wix filter right here in this oil catch pan right here that I took off of something. I don't even know what the filter came off of, but I'll show you. That micro guard is very cardboard feeling, very cardboard looking. The Wix filter is not the same. It's different. Let's open this Wix filter up so you can see the difference real quick. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's look. I'm not even gonna go back outside. I'm just gonna run this one down and open this one up. This is a Wix filter. I don't remember what this filter was on, what engine it was on. I think it come off with that. I think it come off a blowed up motor. I think. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Let's take a look at this thing. First off, you can see a difference right there in the components of it. Hang in there. Okay. Look at the difference here. Yeah, this came off a blowed up motor. Look at the difference in the material. Let me see if I can tear this out of here. Yep, see, this right here doesn't want to tear. Very, very hard to tear this out of there. But look at the difference in it. You can see a lot of light through that. I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't know if it matters. But there is a difference. I just noticed that. And I've completely went off track of the video here. So we learned two things today. We learned one, that mixed up FE, that budget FE I built that was based off of 360, is a very healthy motor. No metal shavings at all. The second thing that we learned is that the micro guard from O'Reilly's is not, in fact, a Wix filter rebranded. They may be made at the same place. They may be made on the same company or whatever, but they are not the same filter. It's very interesting. The micro guard, I know it's probably hard to tell on camera. The micro guard, when you reach in there and grab a hold of the element and pull on it, it just pulls apart. Like a cardboard. You can just pull it apart. It's almost impossible to keep the pleats together. They just kind of fall apart on you. That Wix filter, you got to man up and grab it to rip the pleat on that thing. That thing is tough. It's a lot thicker material, which is weird because it's thicker, but yet it seems that more light goes through it, like it's thinner. If I don't even understand that part of it, but either way, we just gained a piece of knowledge here that the Wix filter and the micro guard are not, in fact, the same. So we now know the 380 cubic inch, 360 stroker motor, whatever you call this thing back here. If you haven't seen the video, you can go back and watch that video. The Budget FE Lives is the name of the video. We know that motor's healthy and there's no foreign material, at least in the filter. And now we know the micro guard and the Wix are not the same thing. Short video. I just wanted to show some people that have not seen a oil filter cut open what that process is and what it looks like. If you do not have one of these tools, I would urge you to pick one up. They are great to have on hand. They're not terribly expensive. Matter of fact, a million companies make them. You can buy just cheap ones off of Amazon if you're only going to do a couple. And this right here will seriously tell you the health of your engine. It's a tool that really does benefit you if you're going to build an engine. It doesn't matter if you're going to build a lot of engines. It doesn't matter if you're going to race or if you're building a street engine just to cruise around on. Invest in one of these. This one came from Summit. I get a lot of stuff from Summit, and it served me well. Run your engine. When you run your engine, cut the oil filter on it, pop it open, and look for metal. And honestly, if it's a brand new, fresh engine, don't be concerned with seeing a little speck here and a little speck there and a little speck here. That's not a big deal. If it looks like, you're prospecting for gold in there, be a little concerned. But honestly, if the motor's running good and has good, healthy oil pressure, a lot of times on break-in, you see a little bit of metal because parts are wearing in. Honestly, I would change the oil, new filter on it. I would run it a little while again, and I would cut the second filter open and see if it's getting less or if it has went away. You'll be fine. If it's getting more or if it's still packed full, I would be concerned then that you're eating a bearing somewhere or something. But these tools right here, it's kind of like a doctor's tools. They really do tell you the health of your engine, and they are a pretty valuable tool to have around. And they're not expensive. They're really not. Hey guys, a short video. I know it wasn't very long. We did learn something together on this one though. The wicks and the micro guard are not the same. We did learn something together on them. But this is just one of those videos that I wanted to put out there in case somebody hadn't seen that tool. Just to pass something along to somebody. It's cheap. It's good insurance. It's actually called an oil filter cutting tool. It's not overcomplicated. You can Google about any combination of that sort of words, and you'll get the information you need, and you'll find one. I mean, you can buy them off Amazon. You can buy them off Summit, Jigs, heck, probably Walmart.com, honestly. Everywhere sells some kind of tool like that. With that being said, I don't know what order these videos are coming out in anymore, so we're getting this one off and getting that Pontiac on to fire it up and running it. So y'all hang in there. God bless y'all. I really do appreciate every one of y'all that like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all hang in there. More good stuff is coming.
I'd say it's a nut job.